These two sides are very closely matched, and I'm not too sure what the score is going to be tonight. I think we're going to have a goal fest, so sit back, relax, because the game is about to kick off, and we'll be here with you commentating through. So the team captain's currently deciding on the length of the match, the ball, as well as the conditions of the pitch. I'm wondering what the weather conditions will be like. We've got some storms forecast. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt the match and provide a slippy surface for the players. The warm-ups have been completed, the fans are seated. The atmosphere is rocking as we get the ball rolling and kick off the match. Green team just passing the ball around here. And the ball is in the blue team's half. And as we look over to the touchline, a substitution is being made. And that pass has just gone wide. The ball's gone out of play for and the ball is in the green team's half. The referee blows and it's a penalty to blue. Well, that's just not what you want to be seeing in the game. Giving away a penalty, tackling inside the box, totally preventable, and unfortunately the defender has given away an opportunity to the attacking team. Oh, and it's a fantastic goal out of nothing, right past the goalkeeper, and you have to say that this team is showing some quality on the pitch. Let's have a look at the amount of accurate shots in the game, and it's a goal! I know we're all talking about the goal, but the assist was wonderful. You look at the cross, it's in the right space, the striker's there at the right time, and he delivers. Bam! It's a goal. Coming off the pitch. And the ball is in the green team's half. And the ball is rolled out of play for a throw. And the ball's gone out for a throw. Couldn't keep it in. It's gone out for a goal kick. As we come to a break in the play here, let me remind you that in TPS there are a variety of different badges which you can win for completing in-game actions. For example, we've got achievements for when you hit level 50, level 100. Well saved from the goalkeeper. And the ball is rolled out of play for a throw. The ball is in the blue team's half. It's off the crossbar. And we've got a substitution being made. Oh, fantastic goal. I know we're all talking about the goal, but the assist was wonderful. You look at the cross, and it's in the right space, the striker's there at the right time, and he delivers. Bam, it's a goal. And the ball is in the green team's half. Well, as we enjoy this match, let's take a look at some of these statistical elements to give us a better insight into which teams are performing. And as we can see here, the green side are dominating in terms of accurate passes. Now this means that they're managing to get through the midfield very easily, cutting open the other team, and that can be a danger. Now if I was out there on the field, I would be getting another play. It's a fantastic piece of goalkeeping. You would have thought he'd scored. The ball's gone out of play for a throw-in, and as we look over to the touchline, a substitution is being made. Well, and that pass has just gone wide. Well, something to keep an eye on here is that player has gone down with tiredness. He just needs to recharge that energy. Now let me remind you that if you are struggling with your energy levels and you want to get back into the game, you can purchase an instant stamina which will replenish your energy levels and get you back in the game without having to refill. We'll see what this player does though. Hopefully he gets back to the action pretty soon. Oh, and that pass has just gone wide. Got a substitution, and it's a goal for blue team. Well, he's scored already tonight, and he's just delivered another one. What a goal. Fantastic from him, and that's his second goal of the night. I'm very much enjoying this contest so far. Let's have a look at some of the possession stats, which can tell us a great deal about how the match is playing out. We can see that the blue team are dominating in terms of possession here. They're having more of the ball, and they're being able to exploit the space around the pitch whilst they get chased by the green side. Now this doesn't mean that the game is over. However, it does show that the blue team have the upper hand here. Oh, what a miss. And and it's gone out for a goal kick. Just passing the ball around here, not too much action. And we look to the sideline and the referee has put up his board. There's going to be an additional 2 minutes of extra time. The ball is in the blue team's half. And goes out of play. Couldn't keep it in, it's gone out for a goal kick. And it's a goal to the green side. As we look over to the touchline, a substitution is being made. And the ball is in the green team's half. Wow, fantastic save there. And it's a goal! Well, he's scored already tonight and he's just delivered another one. What a goal. Fantastic from him. And that's his second goal of the night. Well, we've reached the half-time break here. The score is still even, it's a draw, and hopefully we get some more exciting football in the second half. The ball switched out and that's a good pass. Well, and that pass has just gone wide. And the ball is in the green team's half. And it's now the blue team on the ball. As we look over to the touchline, a substitution is being made. Well, you can see the stats here, and the possession stats are showing that it's just been the blue team that's had the ball this half. And it's off the crossbar. The ball's given away to the blue team. Well, let's get the opinion of some of the fans who've been watching this game. I'm here with Steve, a blue team supporter. Steve, what have you thought of the match so far?
Yeah, Morgan, absolutely fantastic game. I'm really enjoying it, and I really hope the team wins today.
Well, it has been a brilliant performance. And what about you, Jerry? What have you thought of the game so far? Because I know you've travelled a long way to come and watch your team today.
I've travelled all the way from Australia to watch my team today, and so far it's been absolutely worth it. We're putting in a fantastic performance. Keep it up, boys.
Wow, sublime pass there. The referee's pulled out a yellow card here, and he's got to be careful. If he gets another one then, he could be sent off. Looking at the amount of accurate shots in the game, we can see that the green team have had more accurate shots than the blues. Now, this does mean that they have been more clinical in the match, but don't forget, it's goals that win matches, so this isn't everything. There's still a way back into the game for the blues. Maybe they've been a little bit wasteful in terms of goal, or they're just playing a more defensive strategy. And the ball is passed out wide from the back. It's a goal! Oh, I'm not too sure about this one. It's gone to a VAR review. Let's have a look at the replay. Wow, you have to agree with the referee and the technology these days. Passed away to his blue teammate. Oh, what a pass. Well, I'm looking at the replay here, and I'm thinking, could the defence be doing any more? Yes, I know, it's a skilled player that they've had to take on and that has scored the goal, but I'm thinking that if the defence had reacted just a couple of seconds quicker to that, or had pushed up a little higher up the field, then they would have been able to neutralise that threat, but instead it's resulted in a goal. That was another good pass from the Blues. And it's gone out for a goal kick. And the ball is passed out wide from the back. Good pass there from the Greens. A good pass. Wow, sublime pass there. Wow, sublime pass there. Oh, fantastic goal. Well, he's scored already tonight and he's just delivered another one. What a goal. Fantastic from him. And that's his second goal of the night. I know we're all talking about the goal, but the assist was wonderful. You look at the cross, it's in the right space, the striker's there at the right time, and he delivers. Bam, it's a goal.
The ball switched out and that's a good pass.
Oh, what a pass. And the ball is rolled out of play for a throw. The ball is in the blue team's half. And the ball is in the green team's half. And it's a throw. Well saved from the goalkeeper. Just passing the ball around here, not too much action. Green team just passing the ball around here. There will be a minimum of 1 minute additional time. 1 minute additional time. Here he is on the ball for the green team. And it's a goal!
As we look over to the touchline, a substitution is being made.